Vicki Louie Peretti. I live in South San Francisco.
Colleen Brush Solik. And I came from Indiana, the farthest traveled. Yay, all right.
Now, why did you move so far away, Colleen?
My husband works for United Airlines. Transplant.
How long have you lived out in Indiana?
6 years.
Have you been back this way very much since?
About 3 times a year. My parents live here, see, so I travel back.
Well, what do you do out there?
Housewife. Our mother.
Any children?
2 children.
How old?
My son's 8 and my daughter's 6.
How about you, Vicki? What are you doing these days?
I work as a legal assistant in Palo Alto. I have a 6-year-old boy, just one child.
Now, when you think back about your time at Oceana High School, what is it that stands out in your memory the most?
Well, unfortunately, I don't remember too much.
She worked too much.
I remember the guys planning around a lot, like the guys in the photo here. Pete Lorente, Pete Herzog. Who else is there? That's about it.
All the fun times with the guys. The gang. That's pretty much my gang that I hung out with. They were great. We had a good time.
My name's Brenda English and I live in Millbrae, California.
And I'm Lorraine Bradley Duran and I still live in Pacifica.
And Lorraine, what are you doing these days?
I do accounting and I run my girls around all over the place to soccer and basketball and softball and all that kind of stuff.
What kind of counseling?
No, I do accounting. Accounting, yes. Uh-huh.
How old are your daughters?
9 and 11. Yeah, so.
I've spent 12 years at Stanford University doing accounting work for them.
And do you have any children?
A cat who's 16 and a half.
That's an old cat.
Yeah, he'd be ready to graduate by now, too.
Tell me a little bit about your days going to Oceana High School. What do you remember most about high school?
Oh, just friends and fun and driving around in my black Pinto and seeing how many girls we can fit in it and drinking Tyrolia. And
What's the most number of girls you fit in?
I think probably 9 or 10.
Yeah.
It was a cool Pinto, though. It was black and had rims, and everyone remembers it.
I was with her back then too. We've known each other since way back then, so.
What do you remember doing for fun?
Same type of thing, just, you know, friends and being in school and, I don't know, I guess driving around all the time, that's all we did, hanging out.
You can get away with it.
Okay, well, I'm totally blind now, but Betsy Hoffman, we live in Emerald Hills.
Janine Ellis in Walnut Creek.
And Janine, were you and Betsy friends in high school?
No. High school, but grade school. Grade school. I mean, from like kindergarten.
Where'd you go to grade school?
In Sharp Park Elementary.
Tell me a little bit about growing up in Pacifica. What do you remember the most about those days?
Foggy, foggy days.
See, what Betsy forgets about her beautiful voice, and we did West Side Story in a Sharp Park school, and she had this beautiful voice.
Janine's clearly had way too much wine for this evening.
Okay, maybe I did, but you did have a nice voice.
Alrighty then.
What grade was that in West Side
That
Story?
was 8th grade. It was 8th grade.
8th grade.
She was she's blocking that beautiful memory out.
Ask my husband whether I have a great voice or not.
Okay, maybe it deteriorated with age, but she's really good.
Ask Janine to do the splits for you. She's quite the gymnast.
I could, but you know what? I'm not wearing underwear, so it won't work.
It's a class of 80 thing.
Now, tell me a little bit about what you've done since high school.
Oh, I run about $1 billion in other people's money. Don't have any of my own personal account, but that's what I do for other people.
I take people up on fitness retreats. I go take them to the mountains and I do yoga and Tai Chi and let them connect with nature. That's what I do.
Thanks.
Thank you.